Cześć, witajcie moi kochani, witam bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym epizodzie Zagrajmy w Kingdom Come Deliverance! Tymczasem, borem lasem, co mamy zrobić? Idź do sali rzeckiej na górnym zamku. Holy shit, chodźmy! Chodź, come on boy, come on. Kurde, ja tych zamków w ogóle nie poznaję. Kiedy to jest na górnym zamku, kiedy to nie jest na górnym zamku, to ja nie wiem. Nie mam pojęcia. Nie mam pytań nawet. Czy tu może być górny zamek, czy... Kurwa, górny zamek jest wyżej. O nie, tutaj, dobra.
My lord, I'm afraid you were right when you said these hostilities wouldn't end at 𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗆.
That comes as no surprise.
What has happened?
My men reported 2 more attacks today.
Ah, Henry. I'm glad you're here. It seems like we'll have another task for you. Come and join us.
My lord.
Greetings, lad.
The bandits raided a few remote hamlets, but that's the least of our worries. They also attacked 𝗚𝗺𝗏𝗴𝗆, and that's a much more serious matter.
𝗚𝗺𝗏𝗆. Matthias is working there.
They attacked right after the battle in 𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗆. Bastards are probably trying to prove they're still strong. But there's a silver lining. The villagers held them off, and they even took one captive. He's wounded, but we can still interrogate him.
Your Graces, I hope I'm not intruding.
On the contrary, Master 𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗆. Unlike Bernard, you are the bearer of good tidings. Or so I gather from the coin you carry. Tell me, how many groschen did we find in 𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗆?
My lord, I'm sorry, but my news is no better than Captain Bernard's. These coins are very good. That is to say, well-made facsimiles, as we call them.
What? I don't give a what you call them. I want to know what they're facking worth.
That's just it, sir. They're worth nothing.
Are you saying what I think you're saying, Master 𝗶𝗵𝗆𝗆? This here
Is just a pile of copper.
Kurva! Fuck!
Ah, kurwa!
Plated with silver, so it's still of some... worth.
Kurva! Fuck!
Kurwa, fuck! Oh.
Is it a lot of work to make such counterfeits, Master 𝗶𝗵𝗆𝗆?
I should say so, sir. Highly demanding work. Especially to make such plausible forgeries. They would need a well-hidden foundry.
Kurwa, zabiłem tego gościa, którego znalazłem schemat.
But they could just be brought in from somewhere else, could they not?
Well, they could, but then again, the silver mines are nearby, and these groschen seem freshly minted, so...
So we are facing a foe who has almost limitless sources of coin. That's all we need.
Dopredel!
Well, gentlemen, it's clear what we have to do. Interrogate that captive bandit, find out their numbers, and promptly cut off their supply of money. Otherwise, they'll soon have another encampment.
If they haven't already.
I doubt it, sir. 𝗚𝗺𝗏𝗆𝗆 wouldn't have been able to hold them off if they did.
Well, lad, I said we'd have work for you, but it never crossed my mind there would be this much. You've already proved your worth as an investigator, so I'm putting my faith in you again. Go to 𝗚𝗺𝗏𝗆𝗆 and question that captive. Find out where those brigands are hiding, how many there are, and what they're planning. And while you're at it, see if you can find some clues as to where this counterfeit coin is coming from.
Very well, sir.
Good luck. We're counting on you, all of us. Come report to me as soon as you know anything. I'll be at the lookout point near Talmberg.
Kurde, jestem pewien, że zacząłem tego fetch questa z pieniędzmi, ale zabiłem tego gościa. Fuck! To jest problem. Dowiedziałem się o tych pieniądzach, bo mam ten schemat do fake pieniędzy, w sensie mam je przy sobie, nie? Mam je przy sobie właśnie w tym momencie. Skąd się wzięły fałszywe pieniądze? Czy ja mogę już przyjść do niego i powiedzieć, hej, mam przy sobie falsyfikat pieniędzy albo coś? Cześć, jestem ciekawy, czy mogę podejść po prostu i powiedzieć, ej, bo ja mam takie coś, nie? Już sobie poszli tak szybko? Okej. Znaczy ja wiem, że miał iść gdzie indziej, nie? Ale no szybko mu poszło. Albo ja powolno szedłem, nie wiadomo. Dobra, nieważne to jest takie. W tym momencie to nie jest aż takie ważne. Jak tam na łapie? Co musimy zrobić? Przesłuchaj jeńca. Wranik, Zazawa, klasztor. Okej. podziałajmy, nie? Ale z tymi pieniędzmi was pieprzyłem, bo jak zabiłem tego gościa, któremu ukradłem przy okazji rzeczy i zabrałem też ten schemat, to być może on by mógł sprzedać informację komu, z kim, dlaczego pracował, a ja tym bardziej po prostu zdobyłem schemat, który nie wiedziałem, do czego służy, ale zabiłem gościa, który potencjalnie był tego właścicielem, więc przypał. No cóż, chciałem zarobić, no i kurwa zarobiłem, krótkometrażowo. Mam nadzieję, że to nie przerwie mi gry. Ostrzegam cię, nie jedź tam, dobra. Dupie cię mam, ziomek. Gra została zapisana, więc widzę, że to jest jakiś schemat, to będzie jakiś jakiś... Będzie jakiś przypał pewnie, nie? Ciekawe, czy oni będą chcieli mnie zabić, czy coś? Czy ja wyglądam na dobrego żołnierza, czy na złego żołnierza? Nie wiem. A ten chłop wygląda na człowieka, więc to mi wystarczy.
God be with you.
God will be with you.
What's happened here?
Things are bad. Very bad. First we get attacked by them brigands, barely come out of that alive. And now, the plague.
Plague, you say?
Indeed so. Something's up with the village. Even the livestock are dying. It's a gruesome sight.
Who attacked you?
I don't know. Some bandits. Ever since 𝗏𝗏𝗆𝐿𝐼𝐻 was raised, they've been marauding the whole province.
Did you put up a fight?
We most certainly did. Once 𝗏𝗏𝗆𝗆 heard young Straw shouting to the hills, he handed everyone a pitchfork or a flail, and we ambushed the bastards.
Good on you. How did it turn out?
We gave them what for until they turned tail and ran. But they cut up young Straw something awful. He didn't live to see morning.
Who are 𝗏𝗏𝗆𝗆 and Straw?
That's right, you're not from around here, are you? 𝗏𝗏𝗆𝗆's the one looking after things round here now. Before that, it was down to Smil from the Neuhof stud. But they killed him that time they raided the place. And young Straw is the son of Andrew, a local...
Czyli Melchior być może jest podejrzany pod to, że ma jakąś ustawkę. Że zabili Smila po to, żeby przejąć tutaj władzę.
His old man isn't taking it well.
Okej.
Where will I find 𝗏𝗏𝗆𝗆?
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, 𝗏𝗏𝗆𝗆's is the house on the left.
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, you'll see Straw's house on the right.
Tell me more about this plague. It sounds terrible.
Worse than you can imagine. The whole stud, livestock, sheep, chickens, all dead or dying. No doubt the people will be next. 𝗏𝗏𝗆𝗆's old woman's taken to her bed, and it doesn't look good. Straw's wife and brother. More...
Może woda zatruta.
I'm sorry to hear it.
Jakiś, nie wiem, studnia czy coś?
I'm looking for Matthias. He works as a stable hand at the stud farm.
Matthias. The brigands got him, poor lad. He's lying wounded at the stud.
I heard the bandits didn't get very far here, though.
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke the whole village. We even captured one. He's tied up now at 𝗏𝗏𝗆𝗆's place. But then, the disease came.
Thanks. That'll be all for now.
Dobra, dzięki, ziomek. God will be with you, tak jest, z tobą też, ziomek. Rozmawiaj z Maciejem. Wysłuchaj jeńca. Pytaj miejscowego wójta o sytuację. Okej. Dobra.
Damn! Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron!
You moron! To mi powiedział, co wiedział, nie? Niby tu leżysz, tak? Ta gra jest ładna. Podoba mi się.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, 𝗚𝗏𝗴𝗆. 𝗍𝗏𝗍𝗃 sent me here to investigate the raid.
𝗍𝗏𝗍𝗃? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
He took me into his garrison.
Hal the blacksmith's boy in the service of his lordship. Who'd have ever thought it? My luck hasn't been so good.
You survived. That's something to thank God for.
True enough. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn. Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
Jeszcze więcej.
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old 𝗏𝗏𝗆 let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. 𝗏𝗏𝗆 still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I can tell you what he'll do with him. He'll hand him over to 𝗍𝗏𝗍𝗃's envoy. Me.
I doubt 𝗏𝗏𝗆 will let him go willingly. The folk here are baying for blood. Lives have been lost. First the raid, and now this plague. God knows what they'll do.
I hear one of
A,
the
fuck, to już mówiłem.
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told 𝗏𝗏𝗆, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected.
To była jakaś ustawka na 100%. To jest niemożliwe, że chłopi z widłami rozjebali bandytów, nie? Szczególnie, że ci bandyci zarabiają na tym, że napierdalają się. IMO to jest ustawka.
About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid, the horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon,
Ajaj.
then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
When did this plague
Nie,
start?
czekaj, to już mówiłeś.
The day by after.
What are the
objawy.
signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old 𝗍𝗏𝗆. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
No dobra.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know 𝗏𝗏𝗆 and Straw has sick ones at home.
Znowu ta słoma, znowu ten Melchior. Coś tam jest. Coś tam śmierci. Śmierci coś na maksa. Nie, tak serio. Jakiś smród widzę. To jest jakaś ustawka. Na 100%.
Can I ask you a bit about 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗆?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Can you tell me something about old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come, and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
It's normal to grieve, though.
Depends how you look at it. Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death. What's worse, his wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of her.
Where can I find this straw?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Straw lives in the right-hand one.
What's 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 like?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was killed in Neuhof.
I know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they picked 𝗏𝗏𝗃.
Thank God you had someone here who could take the reins.
Aye.
Where does 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 live?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 lives in the left-hand one.
Dobra, jak widzę, nie mogę ci nic zdać. Okej. Wyjście ze stadniny główną bramą, czyli chyba tędy. Po wyjściu są 2 domy, ten po lewej, czyli ten. I guess ten. Zawciągnąłem się w tą gierkę na maksa. Melchior. Wieśniaczka.
Lord, what are you punishing me for?
Are you 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Zaraza. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Zaraza won't help us with that, any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Rattay of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Zaraza, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. It's probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, but don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Farewell.
What?
Hey you! Don't move a muscle! Surrender! You'll have to answer for your...
O co chodzi?
I'm warning you! You were seen steal... Well, you won't...
Co ja kradłem niby? Masz, kurwa.
You paid for... And since I...
Pierdalaj, gościu, naprawdę.
Hey, that's mine. Fuck, a pickpocket.
No. Stop. Go away. Leave me alone. Go. go away. Leave me
A
alone.
gdzie to jest osoba chora? Tu powinna być jakaś osoba jedna chora. No nie tak mówili przynajmniej.
Meg. No, go away.
Jakieś krzyże porobili, dobra. Podziałajmy. Najpierw ich okradniemy, to jest mój taka typowa rzecz. Grosze, wytrychy. Jakieś pierdoły tutaj są, ale... To się pouczyłem, to się pouczyłem.
Go away. Leave me alone.
Dobra, no jak nie można z nimi rozmawiać, nie można z nimi rozmawiać. Dobra, i teraz tak. Tutaj dobrze idę. Może tutaj. Tutaj gdzieś słoma miała żyć.
Jesus, lad, what are you doing here? Can't you see the plague cross on the door?
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me to help.
God bless you, boy. It's about time.
I need to know exactly what you're suffering from.
Oh, I see. Well, I have a dreadful fever. My wife, too. I recall almost nothing of yesterday. I was raving for most of it.
Is there anything else? Apart from the fever?
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit just pours out of me. I can't keep anything in. I'm completely worn out. My wife's the same.
You have my thanks. I'll try to bring help.
Wait a minute, will you? I have one favor to ask.
So tell me.
I need to write my will. Can you write?
Umiem.
I might manage that.
Excellent. So get writing.
Yes?
I, Vincent, son of Vincent, grandson of Vincent of 𝗚𝗺𝗴𝗆, do bequeath my estate.
Spokojnie na pokoju się nazywałem Vincent, tak?
If my wife were to pass away with me, I bequeath all to my cousin 𝗏𝗺𝗆, at this time the cobbler in Janowitz. In no event shall my prodigal son Elijah, the layabout and good-for-nothing, inherit a single groschen, all customs and traditions aside.
Should I write that too?
Yes, and then write, the executor of my last will is to be my good friend, Father Fabian, presently the parish priest at the Church of St. Martin in Sasso.
Anything else?
This will was written down by. What is your name?
Henry. Presently in fealty to Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Well, I never. That will add some weight. Here, take my ring so Fabian will know it to be truly from me. You can never be sure nowadays.
Your son Elijah. What did he do to you?
Christ almighty! Trying to interfere, are you? What did he do? Everything. He was to be married, and instead he ransacked the house and ran off. The little fucker. Last we heard he was some jackhand in Sasso. Boozing, playing dice, lying and cheating for a living. Such a disgrace.
Where can I find Father Fabian?
Well, where do you think? In St. Martin's Church, of course.
All right, I'll head off then.
Yes. Go now. Go before you catch the disease. Then where will we be?
Okej, ostatnia wola, ale to zrobię później, ponieważ podejrzewam, że skoro że wszyscy są chorzy, to znając tą grę, jeżeli przeczekam kilka dni, to po prostu umrą wszyscy, nie? Tak podejrzewam. W tym domu jeszcze nie byliśmy. Chodźmy do tego domu. Czyli wracamy do stady... O, to jest mój koń. Dobra, weźmy go. Już zapomnę go. Ja wiem, że mogę go zawsze zawołać, ale imo to nie jest fair. Byłem w tym domu? A nie, w tym nie byłem chyba, nie? Byłem w tym obok. Oho, filmik. Już umiera?
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife, you bastard.
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side. Isn't that God's own truth?
I'm sorry that they killed your son. I truly am sorry. But if you don't want that disease to take your wife, you'll let me see her right away. I can help her.
I don't want her taken, no.
There. You see?
What? Are you a quack?
Something like that.
Then go to it. Go!
Gdzie jest ta żona? Gdzie ta żona jest?
Fever. Just like 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝐴's wife. Fever. Just like 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝐴's wife.
Okej, gorączka, dobra. Dobra, w którym domu jeszcze nie byłem? Tutaj nie byłem i tu nie byłem. Tu chyba nie muszę wejść, bo to wydaje się, że to jest dobudówka do tego pomieszczenia. Tu byłem przecież. Więc nie ma, tu też nie. Tutaj, ten dom muszę odwiedzić.
Brother, dearest brother, is that you?
Yes, it's me, your, brother.
Everyone is nearly here. We need to get to Skalitz for the fair.
Tell me, brother, how are you feeling?
Wait, you're not my brother? You're one of those brutes. Brother, lock the door. They're back again. Please, God, no.
Brother, don't you recognize me? It's me. I'm your brother. I was gone for a long time. I've come back home for Advent, remember?
Yes, yes, I remember. Give me a drink of water, brother. I'm thirsty, terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm burning in hell.
Gorączka, dużo potrzeba picia.
I'm parched again. Take care now.
Mogę mu jakąś wodę dać?
There's nothing outside.
Chyba nie mogę, więc chyba to wszystko na ten moment. Tu jeszcze nie byłem. Tak? Tutaj? Nie, w tym domu nie byłem jeszcze. Dobra, zróbmy to. Będzie lepiej. Tak, dobrze patrzę? Nie, nie byłem tutaj. Jest krzyżyk, więc wiadomo, że to jest
are you? Can't you see we have the
My name is Henry. I'm going to the monastery to get help.
It's long past time. The Lord's already taken my poor Anthony. And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicted your husband.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 said the dead should be buried at once.
Tell me first. I need to go around other infected houses too. But then I'll be back and I'll help you.
Thank you. But my husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks.
Thank you.
Nie mam czasu, sorry kobieto. Chodzi o twoje życie też, więc... Ale to więc nie mogę to zrobić. Jezu, jak ty stąd przyjechałeś, nie, niby. Słuchaj. Wykop grób. Wykopię grób później, sorry kobieto, ale... Klasztor. Czyli muszę odbić delikatnie w tą stronę? Na pewno to jest na zewnątrz? Nie, to jest wewnątrz. Cholera, no dobrze wjechałem tutaj. Laboratorium.
But I need...
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Not right now. Matthias sent me.
Matthias? My God, did something happen?
I don't know if you've heard about it, but 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 was attacked.
Oh God! How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
Johanka na maksa. Okej. B. Nikodem. Tutaj? W teorii tutaj, nie? Kurwa, teraz kim ty, Nikodem, jesteś? Ranny. Tomasz. Ranny. Ranny. Górnik Samek. Tutaj jesteś. Nie ma czasu, sorry.
Some kind of disease has taken hold in 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
I just can't. Please, help me.
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help these people?
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village come down with it?
Please, help me.
I expect so, or why would they be so fearful about it?
𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗏? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm.
Kurde. Fuck, zjebałem. Fuck. Fuck.
And they've all died off.
Kurwa! No chuj, w dupie to mam. W dupie to mam. Halo! Jezu, pieprzone nagranie, nie można przerwać rozmowy. Wczytać. Kurwa. Szkoda. Gdzie jest safe? Uff, jak dobrze, że tutaj. Jesus. Przecież nie cała wioska zachorowała. Co jestem retardem jakimś? Przecież to może połowa, nie cała.
Some kind of...
Jesus.
A disease?
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help these people?
I can't say at this point. I need to find out. Tell me.
Nie, połowa.
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have, around half the village.
Dokładnie.
𝗚𝗺𝗲𝗆. Isn't there a stud farm?
Yes, there's a stud farm.
I wszystkie zwierzęta padły. Wszystko zdychło.
The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. What are we to do about it? Do you know the symptoms?
Znam.
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
Oczywiście.
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So follow me to the scriptorium.
So, where shall we start?
O, grobu nie wykopałem.
Evidently there's something amiss in the digestive tract.
In the what?
The digestive tract, Henry.
Right.
The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
Uh-huh. Sure. Just so.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarium to Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno, written by one Johann of St. Paul.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical works into the common tongue, so you can still be of use. Study the breviary carefully and compare the symptoms with the recorded cases. That will guide us. I'll try the proven classics, Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen's magnum opus, the Ars Medicinalis.
Good luck to you.
Where did I put those books?
Hej, wiem na co
I
choruję.
think I have it.
Yes? And what do you make of it?
Ruma, tyfus... Zatrucie wodą.
It's poisoning from tainted water.
Really? That sounds rather unlikely.
Nie, to ja tak myślę. Nie przeczytałem tego nawet.
Says so. Who am I to contradict him?
Brudną wodę mają.
We shall have to prepare some medicine at once.
Mają problem z żołądkiem, gorączka, zatrucie wodą, to jest typowe.
Can't. I just can't.
I could help with that.
Really?
Yes. I know my way around the alchemistic arts.
An ordinary fellow who knows the arts of physic? Who would have thought it? Excellent. I'll give you the recipe, and you have my permission to make use of the monastery laboratory.
I'll get started right away.
I, meanwhile, shall head straight to, where was it again?
𝗚𝗺𝗻𝗆.
Oh, yes, 𝗚𝗺𝗻𝗆. I'll take Johanka with me. She has no equal in caring for the sick. Once you have the medication ready, hurry after me.
Thank you, Brother Nicodemus.
I can't sleep again.
There's one man there who needs...
Out of the question. I shall spend time with the sick in...
Take care now.
Ej, mogę cię coś kupić?
Hey!
Ej, ale... Ale...
What are you doing here without a light? You'd better get one or I'll call a guard.
Zatrzymaj się. Nie, czekaj, ja jestem niezadowolony z tego. Jezu, to... Chwila, jeszcze raz. Nie zrobiłem save'a. Fuck, ale zjebałem.
Yes, yeah.
I can't... Tell me.
No, yeah. And they...
Do you know...
Yes. Yes, I can.
Excellent.
So,
Evident...
in the what?
The digest...
Uh-huh.
We...
But I don't know...
Study... I'll try...
Farewell.
Tak?
Farewell.
And where is that Avicenna hiding?
A mogę z tą handlować?
So,
Evident...
in the what?
The di...
Uh-huh.
We...
But I don't know...
God be with you.
Tak, no. Dobra, to już wiem jak...
I think...
Yes?
It's poisoning from taint...
Really? We shall have...
Nie mogę z tym
I
pomóc.
don't think I can help out with that.
I didn't expect you could. You surprised me quite enough with your reading. But enough chatter. Time is of the essence. I'll get to work brewing the potion, and then head straight to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 with your hunker. I expect we'll meet there?
That works for me. But can't I help in some way?
Best spend the time praying.
Szczerze, ja po prostu nie znam się na tych lekach wszystkich, nie? Bez sensu, żebym robił leki, skoro ja nie mam nic w alchemii, nie szedłem w ogóle. Myślałem, że od niego kupię jakieś materiały może albo coś, ale nie mogę nic od niego kupić. Teraz zanim ja to znajdę, czas mija. Lepiej niech on się tym zajmie. Tak szczerze. Dobra, idź tam z powrotem. Dobra, i teraz... Gdzie on może być? To be honest, nie wiem. Spróbuję wszystkie domy po kolei, no w którymś musi być ten gościu, nie? Chyba, że jeszcze nie przyszedł, nie wiem w sumie. Powiedział, że trochę czasu potrzebuje, nie wiem ile to jest trochę czasu. Ale w każdym razie ja nic nie mogę zrobić, bo on sam musi to zrobić, więc... Wejdźmy komuś do domu. Nie! Teraz zamknąłem drzwi, żeby przelewu nie było. Nie wiem, czy ich jedzenia z garnka jest dobrym pomysłem, ale zrobiłem to. But I did it, więc okej.
Shit, I'm not enough. Bear the pain.
Vincenty, wieśniaczka. A gdzie on jest? A tam jest, dobra. Do grobu nie wykopałem w końcu, ale no cóż, ważniejsze rzeczy były. Czas. Tak mi się zdaje, że się szybko uwinąłem z tym wszystkim. Tutaj. Okej, on musi być Musi być w środku w takim razie, co? Jakieś interesujące miejsce, lol. Dosyć szybko zareagowałem, więc powinno być ok.
So, here I am. How are things looking?
It's a good thing you're here. We need a helping hand. You can take the cure to the villagers and make sure they take the right dose. I'll take care of 𝗏𝗏 and straw. You go around the rest of the houses. They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer. Despite his terrible crimes, to treat a fellow mortal soul like that.
Perhaps I'll be able to convince them. I promised I'd bring them help, and I've kept my word. They must let me go to him.
I hope so, but in the short while I've been here, I've found the locals to be rather stubborn. Good luck to you.
Dobra. Ty się nazywasz? Słoma. Okej. Porozmawiaj z Melchiorem. Tak właśnie zrobię.
I brought some help, as promised. Will you let me see the prisoner?
I will let you, I will. Of course I will. My boy, if you've really...
Whether I've managed to rid you of the scourge, that remains to be seen.
I know, but even so, just the fact that someone cares, that means a lot to us.
Don't fret about that, 𝗏𝗏. A thing like that would have scared anybody. Just take care of, what is your wife's name?
Hannah.
Hanna!
Take good care of her.
Zajebiste
Now
imię.
open up that shed.
Pozdro dla mojej narzeczonej.
Farewell.
Wyślę jej to specjalnie. Nie, bo trochę spaliłem się, co? Jak już powiedziałem, że ma się tak mamy tak się pilnować. Daj chorym lekarstwo. Okej. Chodźmy tam na pewno. Czekaj, jak to było? Tam ktoś był na pewno. To jest tutaj? Tak, ale chyba wchodzi się od wewnątrz.
You're back?
Yes, and I have something to make you well again.
Good Lord above.
Drink this and get...
Thank you.
Okej. Teraz chodźmy do... Tutaj chyba. Będzie ten dom? Ten dom chyba. Tak, to jest sklep, to będzie tędy. Wartownik.
Brother, is that you?
Yes, yes.
Is this holy?
It is. Drink some.
Dobrze. Tu jeszcze, bo chyba w końcu tego gościa nie odwiedziłem chyba. Ej, jakby to, którą stronę to jest? Tam. To będzie ten dom z tyłu, co nie? Ten. Bo tak, tu będą dwa bliźniaki. To są bliźniaki, tak je nazywam. To jest stadniny wszędzie. Tutaj z stadniny się wychodzi, tu bliźniaki są, do tego domu trzeba wejść. Źle obstawiłem, że w tym domu akurat pojawi się nasz kumpel.
You're back?
Of course.
I don't doubt. Did you deliver?
Not a...
Then be quicker. A man on his death.
Don't worry. I brought a Drink this regularly. You and everyone in the house.
A remedy. You have hands of gold. Pure gold, my boy. God bless you.
Spoko. Polecam się. Teraz by się przydało przesłuchać gościa. Wracam tu. A gdzie ten jeniec miał być? Tu. Tu? Gdzie ten jeniec ma być? No i chorym lekarstwa. Jeszcze komuś nie dałem? Chyba komuś jeszcze nie dałem, ale okej, dobra. Może tu? Ty, może tam jest? Mała chatka? Może tam go trzymają?
Now let's wait and see what happens.
Okej, zobacz, czy lek zadziała.
The agony.
Okej.
I've had enough.
Potem masz. Dobra, jeżeli to spieprzyłem, to żeby nie było konsekwencji.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm investigating on behalf of Zaraza 𝗏𝗏𝗆.
Oh, I see. You'll have an easy job with me, boy.
How so?
I won't give you any problems.
That's sensible of you.
I'm a sensible man. Only I'd like to get it over quick and not keep the ratte executioner busy too long, if you catch my drift.
I understand.
What do you want to know?
Everything. First, tell me who's behind all this. Who do you follow?
I follow the coin, lad. We all do.
That's not news to me, but who pays the coin?
I got my pay from Runt, like all the men in 𝗞𝗶𝗴𝗴𝗆. And Runt got his money from the chief, and the chief had the coin minted.
Who's the chief? The bandit leader?
Bandit? If he heard you say that, he'd have your head on a spike. That's the kind of man he is. Nobody knows much about him, though. Only that he ain't Czech.
So he's a foreigner? German?
Don't think so. For sure he ain't Czech. And he's got plenty of coin. I'd stake my neck on it. He's got noble blood in his veins.
Judging by how he looks?
More by the way he talks. Any man can dress up like nobility, but he spoke all la-di-da, like a lord.
Where's that chief of yours now?
I've no idea. After 𝗏𝗏𝗆, he ordered us to raid 𝗏𝗏𝗆, but he wasn't with us. He went off who knows where. I don't reckon he'll be out of your hair for long, though.
So the chief is in command of all these operations?
You could say. I'd say you're looking at it all wrong, though.
How's that?
You ask who's in charge and who answers to who, only this ain't some noble court. There was all sorts of gangs in 𝗏𝗏𝗆, big and small. Robber barons who had their own brigades calling them my lord, and common footpads who hadn't a pot to piss in. Men came, men went. Lots of squabbles, the occasional murder. Old cronies and old rivals were meeting. You know what I mean?
I suppose so.
It was one big muddle. The main thing was nobody asked questions. I didn't give a damn who the chief was or what he had in mind or whether he had one ball or two. All I was interested in was the coin.
Uh-huh. How did you know about 𝗶𝗶𝗴𝗆? Who took you there?
A fellow by the name of Moorcock. We met near 𝗏𝗏𝗏. I was robbing burghers who were fleeing the town from Sigismund's army. We got to talking and he told me about 𝗶𝗶𝗴𝗆.
Why did you attack Merhoyed?
The chief himself gave us the order. I reckon he wanted to show the local lords he was nowhere near finished.
So he's planning more raids?
The chief's always planning something. 𝗶𝗶𝗴𝗆 was only the start.
So you knew the coin was counterfeit?
Course I did. I brought those groschen to 𝗶𝗶𝗴𝗆 along with a few other things.
Did you? And where did the forgeries come from?
Like, where were they made? I don't know. Some merchant by the name of Menhart gave them to me. We used to meet at the charcoal piles near Rovna, by the crossroads there. As it happens, I'm supposed to be meeting him there about now.
So Menhart's waiting there?
Might be, might not. He could have heard what happened in 𝗶𝗶𝗴𝗆 and decided not to show.
And does this Menhart know where the coin comes from?
How should I know? To me, he's just another link in the chain. I deal with him, and I never ask who he deals with. Just like he knows nothing about me.
I see. So I suppose there's no point asking you if you know any more about him.
It'd be a waste of breath. All he did was give me the coin, and then we went our separate ways.
Who else knows about the money?
Apart from the chief, Menhart, Runt and me, there was a few others. The men got some real money too with the false stuff. It'd be suspicious if they only had freshly minted coin.
You said you used to bring other things. What were they?
Letters. Menhart would give them to me for the chief. This time I was taking an answer back to Menhart too.
Have you still got that letter?
Aye. The yokels round here ain't got much interest in correspondence, apparently.
Give it to me then.
I'd be delighted.
What were the letters about?
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be trusted to carry letters, would I? I took them from Menhart to the chief and back. That's all.
No tak, w sumie jak masz list, ale nie umiesz czytać, no to...
Who's the chief?
O kurde, chyba jesteś najlepszym wtedy kurierem, to naprawdę.
So the chief is... How's...
O Jezu, nie chciałem tego, naprawdę.
I didn't...
Uh-huh. That's all I need to know for now.
For now, for the love of Christ, boy, don't let the executioner interrogate me.
That's for Sir Radzig to judge.
Henry, I think old Straw's come for the brigand.
Step back from that heathen, young fella.
But you can't kill me. Not just like that.
Shut the fuck up, you weasel, and keep it fucking shut. You don't even get a say.
Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's...
Don't stand in my way, Melikar.
Let Henry decide. He's the one who saved his life.
He's coming with me. He's Sir Radzig's prisoner, and only Sir Radzig has the right to decide if he lives or dies.
I don't give a fuck about you or Sir Radzig fucking 𝗶𝗶𝗴𝗆. That bastard killed my boy, and I'm gonna kill him.
You'll have to deal with me first.
I'll gut you like a... Mist! Au!
Musiałem go zlać. Pewnie mogłem to lepiej rozegrać, no ale cóż, tak wyszło. Natomiast nie wyszło źle. Dobra, i teraz tak. Daj im chorym lekarstwo. Nie dałem wszystkim lekarstwa? Cały czas nie dałem wszystkim lekarstwa? Czekaj, coś zjebałem. Czekaj, ja muszę wczytać. Ja muszę coś wczytać. Czekaj, wczytam. Czekaj, coś zjebałem. Klasztor. Ja już poczekałem, już mogę z nim porozmawiać. Dałem mu już, nie? Dobra. Przejdźmy się jeszcze raz. I dajmy wszystkim. No ja nie wiem, czy ja komuś nie dałem leku jeszcze? O chuj tu chodzi? Dałem ci już? Komu ja mogłem nie dać? No kurwa, no. No. Może z tym lekarzem mam pogadać? No nie wiem, pogadam tutaj z kimś jeszcze, dam. Okay, zobaczymy.
We found out. And? You should check where.
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well? Good lord, that's difficult to believe.
I have my suspicions.
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young Straw. Bye, bye.
Okej, nie mogę z nim już rozmawiać.
Go away, leave me alone.
Tu nikogo nie ma. Vincenty. Jaczka. No i mo wszystkim już dałem, no kurde, no nie wiem. Nie wiem komu jeszcze mogłem. Serio. Melchiorowi nie mogę. Też nie mogę. Tu nikogo nie ma, mogę ukraść coś jak chcę.
Don't speak.
Sweet Mary, Mother of God, I can't bear the pain.
I też miałem dać, naprawdę. O. No. No i teraz wygląda na to, że zrobiłem. Okej, czy wtedy zjebałem po prostu ten quest. Imo. Nie wiem. Zajrzyj do bandyty. No. Okej. No dobra, no ale... Przesłuchaj go. Gdzie on był w końcu? Kurde. A tu był chyba, nie?
Welcome back. My name. Where's that chief of your? So the chief is in command of all these operations.
You could say.
How? How did? What? So, and who? You said That's all. That's for Zaraza to judge.
Henry, I think old Straw's come for the brigand.
Step back from that.
Dobra, zagrajmy to trochę inaczej.
But you can't kill.
Mogę zlać, a co mogę zrobić jeszcze?
Fuck up, you weasel, and keep it fucking shut. You don't even get a say.
Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's...
Don't stand in my way, Melikar.
Let's talk about it.
To hell with that. That Orson killed my boy. He won't leave behind.
I understand, Straw, truly. I lost my parents. They were slain in front of my eyes, and to the day I die, I'll never forgive myself for doing nothing to save them.
And if you got your hands on the man who...
See.
Go then. Take that bastard and get out of here. And if one day you find your parent...
I'll deal with him.
Dobra, chyba zrobiliśmy teraz lepiej wszystko. Tak mi się wydaje, że skoro ten cel zniknął, mam poczekać. Dobra. Zrobiłem to w dobrej kolejności na pewno. Jestem najedzony jeszcze. What the fuck? Jestem kurwa zdrowy jak byczek normalnie. Okej, czyli to mamy już z głowy. A, mogę poczekać, ale po co mam czekać tutaj? To nie ma bez sensu. Tutaj już mam wszystko odhaczone. Poczekaj na rozwój wypadków. No to może samo się odbyć, nie? Może się samo odbyć. Czy ja mogę tutaj przeteleportować się aż tak daleko, czy... Teraz skąd jest bliżej? Stąd czy stąd? Tu jest rzeka, więc pewnie... Nie możesz szybko podróżować? Stąd już mogę? Bo nie może się tu dostać? Okej, a jest tu jakiś gościu, który handluje czymkolwiek? To jest chyba największe miasto, co nie? W tych wszystkich tutaj wokół. Więc tu powinny być najlepsze rzeczy do kupienia. Dobra, nie będę teraz się tym zajmował. Kij z tym. Na razie lecimy tu. Zasadzka. Uciekaj tam. Nie będziemy się takimi pierdołami zajmować, no proszę cię. Słuchajcie, jeżeli chodzi o ustawienia gry... ustawienia graficzne, anti-aliasing... To jest wszystko poustawiane. Kurczę, jak ustawić gammę? Jest gamma. No dziś na pewno była gamma. Nie, ja nie wiem. Ja tu zmieniałem gammę, czy nie zmieniałem? A, bo więcej nie mogę ustawić? Ja nie wiem. Wydaje mi się, że gdzieś gamma była, ale to dobra, nie ma znaczenia. Za parę dni i tak się dowiem, co się tu udało zrobić. Więcej już nie zmienię. Ul. Daleko on jest w ogóle? Fajnie, że przez te krzaki można przesłuchiwać, jak ja się cieszę. Dobra, i gdzie ty teraz, ziomek, jesteś?
God bless you. What troubles you?
I've returned from 𝗚𝗺𝗴𝗴𝗆, sir.
How does it look there?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skalitz. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
Fortunately, he survived and I had a chance to question him.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to 𝗶𝗵𝗴𝗆. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Goodbye.
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir.
What is it?
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
Mądre, bardzo mądre.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord 𝗏𝗏, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso.
Zgadzam się z nim. Nierozwiązane problemy ciągle nas wracają i prześladują.
You can rely on me, sir.
Wiem, że on to powiedział trochę w takim zamyśle chrześcijańskim, bożym. Ale trochę mam wrażenie, że nie do końca. że trochę on ma takie podejście innego typu. A teraz powiedział do nas powodzenia synu. Czy my jesteśmy synem Radzika? Ty, może tak. W każdym razie bardzo fajnie, podoba mi się to powiedział bardzo mądre rzeczy na temat rozwiązywania problemów i sensu życia. Trochę w ostatnim czasie odnajduję podobnego podejścia, że trochę sensem życia jest właśnie rozwiązywanie tych problemów. I że to jest taka próba trochę, ale taka próba nie w kwestii boskiej, że próba Boga do nas, tylko taka próba nas jako samych w sobie, z jakiej gliny jesteśmy ulepieni i tego, jakimi ludźmi chcemy być w życiu. Że unikamy problemów, nie rozwiązujemy ich, to prędzej czy później te problemy do nas wrócą. Być może nawet mocniejsze niż były wcześniej. Trudno powiedzieć. W każdym razie na dzisiaj to będzie wszystko. Serdecznie dziękuję za oglądanie. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało i zapraszam do kolejnych epizodów z gry Kingdom Come Deliverance. Do usłyszenia, no i cześć!